Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Sammy. We got big problems. I'm talking earth-shattering problems. Houston, we got a problem. I'm going to need your help, so stick around. We got problems because I am not a build guy. I don't make builds. I don't know enough about the game to be able to make my own builds. So traditionally, I've always followed build guides, but I'm going to be an idiot and I want to make my own build for The Last of the Druids. And if you're living under a rock, The Last of the Druids is launching on Friday. It's days away. I can taste it. But this was a horrible decision, but I'm sticking to it. I'm not going to change my mind, but I have several problems. Now, well, several problems that I want to admit on this video. I have more than that, but that's another story. But two problems that I have. Number one, I don't know what I'm doing. Number two, the build that I want to play is kind of getting shit on. But you would think a sane person would take that, look at that at face value and say, I don't think this is a wise move. But I'm not a wise guy.
You talking to me? You talking to me?
So I'm hell-bent on making this work for two reasons. Number one, I want to learn the game. And the only way to learn is subject yourself to abuse from chat and comments on your YouTube videos. That's the only way I'm going to learn Path of Exile 2. Now, I came late to the party in POE 1, but I'm still learning as well in Path of Exile 1. For Path of Exile 2, I've been there since day one, so I don't have the excuse like I do in Path of Exile 1. My community doesn't give me that out. So I want to learn Path of Exile 2, and I want to make this build work, even though it's getting majorly shit on. Hence, why we got to call Houston, and hopefully they pick up the line and give me some solutions to my problem. So in this video, I'm going to totally humiliate myself, reveal the lack of knowledge I have in this game, with the hopes that you guys show some pity on me, give me a shit ton of likes and subscribes on my video, and come and watch me live when I play this build. Now, without being too much of a drama queen, let's get into the video. I'm gonna share with you the build I want to play and kind of the research I've done and kind of how I'm tackling this. So I hope you'll stick around, and please, for the love of God, don't dislike my video. Do not sub to my YouTube channel, and for hell's sake, you better follow me on Twitch. Let's get to it. Okay, so grand reveal time. This is the build that I want to play. Now, as soon as I saw the Wyvern form and just the fire-breathing dragon, just like this right now, when I saw that, hook, line, and sinker, I was sold. I don't care if this build sucks. I don't care if it doesn't work. I'm playing the fire dragon. Game of Thrones, I'm there, right? So, okay, we got that. Now, I contemplated, do I wait for someone to make the build? What do I do? Well, as you all know, when it comes to POE 2, well, Path of Exile in general, ZiggyD doesn't release a lot of information. So there really isn't concrete stuff. There's a lot of speculation out there, which this video is as well. So what I did was, you know what? I'm going to make a build. I am going to learn this game. I'm going to humiliate myself. And I'm going to show everybody that I really have a lot to learn, like I said earlier. So I went out and I started searching any information I could on the Wyvern and the Flame Breath attack skill, which you can see right here and demonstrated there graphically just recently over there. So I want to make this build. I want to make my build around this, right? So I didn't find too much, but I did find some videos of people talking about it. and talking with a lot of people about it, and we brainstormed it on my last live stream, and I've come to the following kind of road map, and I do have like a mock-up passive skill tree, even though it's not 100% concrete. Obviously, we don't have the skill tree. But what I'd like you to do, for those of you that are still here, what I'd like you guys to do, if you do have the knowledge in the game, please get in the comments section, provide any insight, knock down anything I say, correct me, please, 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 because I am spending this week completely trying to absorb as much information as I can to make my build more successful. So I'm like a sponge absorbing all the knowledge. And by the way, for those of you that were on my last stream, thank you so much. You guys gave me so much insight. I really do appreciate it. Those of you watching this video, get in the comment section after you've watched the whole video, after you've subbed, after you followed me on Twitch, and get in the comment section and either, agree or disagree to what I said, or give me your tips on how I can make this build better. So Flame Breath, Fire Dragon. I don't know what I'm going to call this character, but it definitely is going to be a fire. Definitely is going to be a Wyvern, and it's going to be a Shaman. From all I can see, there are some ascendancies that really gravitate and work with this build. So we're going to be a Fire Dragon Shaman, and I'm just looking over here on my spreadsheet so I don't get anything mixed up. Remember, guys, I am a noob when it comes to making characters, and also I don't know all the ins and outs and the layering of all the skills and how things work 100%. So please bear with me, and again, get in the comment section and correct me if I've said anything wrong. So basically, from the information, from my due diligence, I'm going to want to ignite and rage scale. Okay? And this is what is going to be working with my Fire Dragon. I was also told ignite duration and magnitude is important as well, because 100% ignite magnitude is double ignite damage, 200% is triple damage. So that's something that I'm going to look out for and try to build on the build. Attack speed, I was told, is very important because it stacks ignite faster. We are going to be stacking rage, and I'm going to break into that later on through the skill tree, through some of these skills and notables. And forgive me, guys, this is in no particular order. This is just my brain dump of all the information I've gathered and put it on here. So forgive the messiness here. And there's a Shaman notable that I'm going to show you that really is going to work well with this. And again, here's a lot of skill tree notables. Now, defense-wise, we are going to go with armor and energy stacking. And what else did I want to mention? So these are also, we want to stack life and mana regen as well. This is basically what I've researched and come up with, plus feedback that I've gotten either through the community or through friends of mine that play the game. Now, what does that all mean? Well, this translates into, so I found this in Mobilytics, and there's a skill tree builder, a build planner. Now, again, obviously you guys know this. We don't know how accurate this tree is going to look because it's not out yet. But Mobilytics does have, it does have a Druid. It does have the Shaman Ascendancy. It does have the last of the Druids that you can select. And then this tree pops up. But again, take it with a grain of salt. So basically what I did is I took all those notables and passives on the tree, and I literally just said, okay, let me plug in all these that I researched. Let me see, and let me see if it flows okay. And this was the final outcome, okay? Obviously, I still have many more points to put in there. I think there's 28 points left to assign. So we're far from done, but we kind of felt it was pointless to go further just because this is not an accurate skill tree. But the only reason why I wanted to do this was to see if if it's not like a spaghetti factory and I'm pathing all over the place in 25 different directions. So again, I don't know for you guys that are experts in, and you've always done a build. I don't know what you guys think about this, but I think this is pretty decent pathing. Okay, so that kind of gave me okay, this potentially could work. Again, not knowing exactly how the tree is going to pan out. Now, this doesn't show me damage. This doesn't show me the defense. This doesn't show me armor, ES. Like we didn't get that far. POE is still not updated. But in theory, my research is kind of working out. Now, that's on the skill side, the passive skills, the tree side, sorry. Now, as far as the ascendancies, because we want to scale Ignite and Rage, the obvious choice, the first two ascendancies I'm going to grab are going to be, I'm going to path to Furious Wellspring because of the Rage. And it not only does Furious Wellspring provide 7, and also everything else that's on here, but also leading up to it, there's +4 max Rage. And there's another Rage, 4 Rage here. Anyway, so this is the natural fit for my first two ascendancies. Now, I haven't figured out what the other two ascendancies are going to be that I'm going to pick. As in my notes on the previous slide, one thing that I am considering is Wisdom of the Magi, because that ascendancy, you benefit an additional bonded modifier on ruins and idols. And you're like, well, Sammy, what the hell? So the reason why that is potential for this build is during the content reveal, and actually one of my viewers from the live reveal brought this up, and I'm like, oh crap, let's look back at it. And sure enough, with that ascendancy, you can see this greater ruin here gets additional 40% increased ignite magnitude, which is, from what I've been told and researched, is important for this build. 40% increased ignite magnitude on martial weapon. That is huge damage numbers. So that is the reason why I have it up on the board, showing that it's a potential. Outside of that, I don't know where else we're going to path, but I do know the first two ascendancies, potentially the third one. We'll see. But once, because there are some, like this here, we do not know what this is. Okay, so we need to see what this is going to be. To be quite honest with you, this might be something that we can path to, and that will kind of change my third and fourth ascendancy. Or I can do Magi and then path to this one for the fourth one, depending what this is. So my point is, my third and fourth options are up for grabs. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk about, and it's one of the problems that I raised in the beginning, and that was, we just got ZiggyD just dropped a video of his actual experience in game with the Druid. Now, this is, I think, if I remember correctly, it's a week or so before the content reveal. So as ZiggyD outlines in this video, like, a lot of things have changed since he actually got his hands-on experience with the Druid. So a lot of things have changed since then, and who knows, things will be changing as we speak before it goes live on Friday. But I gotta say, he did provide his comments and feedback to GGG. It looks like the Wyvern, according to him and his gameplay experience, again, early before the content reveal, that it definitely was lackluster, and I'm paraphrasing. So I'm hoping that this feedback to GGG is going to provide some incentive for them to, you know, buff the Wyvern and make it good. Now, the overwhelming sentiment right now with the Wyvern, and I'll just let the gameplay continue to, I gotta say, the bear looks really good. And I have to say that I'm potentially going to maybe do the bear early game. And because the flame breath, I think, is level 52. So it's a while before we get that main skill. Again, you guys correct me if I'm wrong. But I think I'm going to go bear. Bear looks, the damage looked good. You know, it's a little bit slower, but who knows, right? So there's potential. This is stuff that I'm talking about. But ZiggyD, the only reason why I wanted to bring up this video, if you haven't watched it and you're interested in learning more, go check it out. I'll put the video in the description of this video, and you can go check it out if you haven't seen it already. He provides some really good insight. But the genesis, why I'm sticking to my guns on the Wyvern, is ZiggyD provided this feedback that the Wyvern doesn't feel good. So hopefully Grinding Gear Games does something about it. Okay, so that is my dilemma. That is my problem. And I wanted to be fully transparent and fully expose the fact that I really need to up my game when it comes to how this game works. And I really, really think the only way to do that is to start making my own builds. It's going to cause a lot of grief for me. It's going to cause a lot of headaches, but that's the only way you're going to learn. So I wanted to share that with you guys. If you're interested in seeing my journey, come and check my live streams. I stream on YouTube and Twitch. Channel name is Sammy Caps. We're going to be playing The Last of the Druids from the moment it is launched. And for those of you that don't have a key, remember, there's a free weekend. You don't need the key to get access to it. There's a free weekend all weekend, the 12th to the 15th. Console, PC. If you're interested in checking it out, go check it out. You don't need a key during the free weekend. And there are Twitch drops and all that kind of stuff. But please, if you want to see me struggle and watch this journey, come over on YouTube or Twitch. Like I said, I'll be live streaming it. And hopefully it's going to be a lot of fun. I got to say, this isn't a play style that I usually gravitate to, but I'm looking forward to it. It's a new class. You got to try the new class, and we'll see how it goes. So I hope you'll come and join me for the journey. And don't forget, knock this stuff down. Get in the comments section, please. If there's anything I said that's misinformed or wrong, please let me know. Or if you have some knowledge that you feel will help this build, the Fire Dragon Sammy build, get in the comment sections to let me know. I would appreciate it. And as always, if you can like the video, comment on the video, it helps push it through the YouTube algorithm. And if you could subscribe to my content, I would really appreciate the support. It means the world to me. And as always, thank you for watching, and we'll hope to see you next time. Take care, everyone. The opinions expressed in this video are mine and solely mine. Healthy debate is always encouraged. Hate is never welcomed. So get over it.